has already been stolen by our thief, Nickel.
Soon I'll become the new Coiny.
How?
Leon, boring. Time to die, dragon.
Since they're playing the equivalent of D&D, it doesn't really make sense that Balmy would be ignitable, since they're just characters inside a game.
Balmy's explosion killed you all. And that's the end of our 38-week-long campaign.
This one was 36 weeks long and they were doing multiple of these. How long have they been playing?
Out, out, get out.
If Golf Ball was looking at them from one side, how did they fall out of the other?
It just smells so good! Who are these chefs? We demand to know!
Pin's regression arc. We already know that Snowball's body is extremely fragile. As we see, it gets completely deformed when he falls off the tower in Teapot 2.
I'm not a ball.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, egg-shaped objects also count as balls.
Nearly there!
So did they just forget that Snowball is made out of snow?
And you, and two!
4 calls the intro.
Make it, steal it, whatever. Just get it to me and I'll give them a ranking of 1 to 10.
He says he'll give it a ranking from 1 to 10, but in this shot we see 0 out of 10 is a possibility.
We could go and slay that dragon and cook it for two's dinner tonight!
For someone who didn't even remember that dragons existed a few seconds ago, Cake seems really confident that a dragon will taste good as dinner.
Gosh, they're off to slay a dragon?
Let's just play this challenge safe and make a simple meal for 2.
What happened to preventing death? You're just gonna let them kill the dragon.
I thought you could just walk through the lasers, Robot Flower. Being metal and all.
No. She's not the strongest metal.
But she is thin enough to just walk in between them. But what were they thinking on this one? That's not even a cage, that's just a wall with bars. 2 shouldn't be that big in this shot.
A dirty kitchen is still a kitchen.
Hot, hot, hot!
1 marker shouldn't have been burnt by that, and 2 black hole isn't able to select what he sucks up.
Ooh, a fishy! But it's dead!
Duh, who keeps alive fishes in fridges?
I know our mission statement is to prevent death, but if this is already dead, is there anything wrong with us using it to our advantage?
Whether you use it to your advantage or not, it died. You're not preventing its death, depending on which choice you take.
Hello, TD. Ooh, an early submission. Let's have a look. Halt, halt, halt! Teardrop, this is advertised as 100 chocolate balls. There's only 96 chocolate balls in here. If they're not all included, this is as good as garbage.
1, how was 2 able to tell there was 100? 2, 100 really shouldn't be fitting in this box based on how big they are. 3, couldn't Teardrop just put the 96 balls in a regular box? And 4, this is unfair in favor of Teardrop. 2 is saying that Teardrop's submission is bad and giving her a chance to make a better one.
They'll climb the tall mountain right now, like I said, and they'll do it without one more silly question.
They didn't ask any questions. Price tag just gave a statement.
We may as well just do what they say.
But why? You're getting nothing from it.
So just not climb the mountain up the endless staircase and then cross fiery lava till the mountain was vanquished.
They're not even going up the mountain in the lava shot.
Why are we listening to this thing? It's just wasting our time.
That's a good question, especially considering that you guys were apparently supposed to find a weapon and use it to fight the dragon. But since there isn't any here, I don't see why you're still listening to the voice.
Decided the scarier path was the best way to go. It'll train them up and make them strong for the dragon foe.
No, like seriously, why are you still listening? How will a slide train you to fight a dragon, regardless of how dangerous it is?
This better be helpful.
Do I really need to explain myself here? Using the size of just not while they're shrunken as a reference, it looks like the chocolate ball shrunk while it got into tree.
Anyone hear that?
Once again, the chocolate ball has changed size.
Bug!
They're back for revenge!
Despite the size difference, it should still be possible to squish the bug.
Tree has a treehouse built inside of him. Grab onto his leg and we'll climb up.
The fact that every single team member landed this precision is unreal, and they didn't actually climb up. If we slow down this shot, we can see that they jumped on Tree's leg and he kicked them up. 2 more sins.
Everyone, behind Snowball! Try and get us, 4!
What?
First of all, if 4 can kill Black Hole, then surely he can destroy UL Metal. Second of all, why is he moving back? You could just stand there and block them. And third of all, he could just move around or teleport to kill the strongest team on Earth members behind and deal with Snowball later.
You got it!
I'm Grassy!
I probably should have pointed this out a while ago. However, belt string is hanging off of what? They're in a building.
But on the way they see a spike.
It's referred to a spike, but here we see multiple.
Book, let me use your Goiki map.
This map is heavily flawed.
Oats!
Gotcha, buddy.
Wheat!
There you go.
Rice!
Woohoo!
Other than the obvious fact that they're throwing in the whole bag, why is the portion size so big? This is only for 2. Another 2 sins.
What? No! Clock, can you please check to see if the vomit is tasteable in the cereal?
I mean, it clearly is. Like, you can see the vomit all over the cereal and everything.
That may be true, however, Rocky vomited very little to only cover the surface. I'm sure it would be possible for you to filter out a small amount of perfectly edible cereal.
Surely Tool walk into our leaf trap soon.
I mean, this show is being taken in a huge plane. Surely you should at least try to lure 2 in there somehow rather than just wait and do nothing.
Hey, why don't we just hand in this prop of a sandwich to 2? Just use that as our dinner.
But it's not even food.
Where on earth could X be?
Grassy!
The roof, you think?
I mean, wasn't it obvious? X was clearly seen phasing upwards.
Good to see you, TD! Is this your chocolate? How did it get onto the roof?
X didn't wait for Teardrop to at least nod or shake her head on the first question. How did the chocolate ball get to the elevator? Did it bounce up to push a button, wait, and then roll in? Also, it was bouncing around in the elevator, so once it opened up, why did the chocolate ball roll out instead of going flying?
Guys, we've got no chocolate. We're gonna just have to go with the vomit cereal.
If you're not gonna filter out the vomit, you could at least start a new dish.
You good, Tree?
Yes, my head just feels yucky and weird.
It was perfectly fine when Just Not was in it at the beginning of the episode.
Guys, we can do this. We've been training for this.
Because D&D teaches you how to fight dragons in real life.
Hey, a few more hits and we can grind him up for dragon stew.
I mean, the dragon already seems to be on death's doorstep.
No!
Ouch! Cool!
Bombi, do what you have to do! I trust you!
But isn't the purpose to kill the dragon? Why are you trying to save it?
Puffball, I apologize for my behavior. You would have made things so much easier today.
In this line, it sounds like Golf Ball calls Puffball Bubble.
Move, X!
The food should have been fried by the laser. Even if it was small enough to go in between them, Snowball was running really fast and is generally a reckless character, so it still should have gotten fried.
What? How delightful! A 2 meal! How delicious! 10 out of 10!
How would you know? Did you ever try eating yourself before?
Ugh, some are dirty! 7 out of 10.
Teardrop should have been disqualified because technically her submission was late. She collected and had it in the chocolate balls after 2 began judging.
No tricks. It's just actual vomit.
Ah! You made me eat vomit, guys. I don't know. A 1?
It seemed like you were about to give it a high rating, and it didn't seem to have any negative health effect, so I think it still deserves whatever you would rate it before knowing that it was really vomit.
Ah, that'll hurt his feelings.
Can tasting bad really be considered a negative thing? If anything, it's good because it keeps you safer from predators.
So, are you gonna finish that?
I know, right? 2 rated it without even trying their dish.
Well, eat the roll part. Don't eat the fish. We just brought it back to life.
Then why even serve the fish? You should have just given to the roll. Also, how is the fish not suffocating? It's been on land for so long.
Finally out, again. But anyway, I don't appreciate being eaten by a fish, so that's a 2 out of 10 for your dish.
You didn't even try it. Also, that cage makes no sense.
You reckon now that it's nighttime we could rob Foreign X's kitchen?
In this scene, we see Fanny, Marker, Tree, and Lightning all cause their death by running into 4, breaking their mission statement.